Hey there, astrology lovers and curious minds. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Kim Fairmine, astrologer, writer, and your down-to-earth guide to the cosmos. And wow, what a headline to wake up to. The Catholic Church has just made history with the election of a new Pope, Pope Leo XIV, marking the first time someone from the United States has held the role. Naturally, I had to pull up the chart for the moment that the white smoke rose up over the Vatican and see what the stars had to say. In this video, I'll walk you through the announcement chart, find out what it reveals about Pope Leo's leadership style, and point out some fascinating celestial signatures, including one eyebrow-raising connection to American politics. Let's dive in. White smoke rose over the Vatican at 6:07 p.m. local time, announcing that Cardinal Robert Prevost, born in Chicago, deeply connected to Latin America, was now Pope Leo XIV. Astrologically, this moment is steeped in Libran energy. Both the ascendant and the moon are in Libra. This strongly suggests a leadership style that values consultation, diplomacy, and harmony. Already his early messages have highlighted peace, bridge building, and a commitment to continuing Pope Francis's reforms, especially those aimed at reaching out to the margins. But not all reforms are likely to progress. There's tension here. Look at that moon. It opposes Venus in Aries, which could signal challenges when it comes to gender dynamics and equality. Venus in Aries is bold, independent, and not especially patient, especially when sitting opposite a diplomatic moon. It strongly suggests that despite appearances, we're unlikely to see significant progress on the role of women in the church under this papacy. That message is echoed quite loudly by Mars in Leo, perched high in the 10th house. Mars is the most elevated planet in this chart, and it's in a fixed fire sign. This is bold, assertive, and proud leadership, but it's also resistant to change. Mars in Leo seeks honor, tradition, recognition, and it's not here to overturn centuries of doctrine. It's there to uphold them. Now, interestingly, you might have noticed the choice of the name of the Pope. Popes get to choose their own name. He has chosen to be called Pope Leo XIV. Don't be surprised if we see some theatrical flair, a return to those traditional vestments, processions, and the visual symbolism taking center stage again. And take note of that Jupiter, the planet of faith, religion, and moral authority. It's in Gemini, which is the sign of its detriment, which suggests some complexity in matters of belief and communication. And yet, it was perfectly mirrored with the Pope speaking in 2 languages in his first address. He actually speaks 4 languages and can read in another 2. So this Pope is very linguistic. He's a linguist, I guess. So that brings that Gemini communicative ability to the fore, that diversity of language, those connections globally. He's also got, aside from being an American citizen, he's also a citizen of Peru. So naturally speaks Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, English, and he can also read in German and Latin. So this guy is all over language. And that helps him bridge worlds, embrace duality, and connect across borders. And there's one last little curiosity about that Jupiter. At the time of the announcement, it was conjunct Donald Trump's sun. So I won't speculate too far, but I do find it fascinating that this dual US-Peruvian citizen born in Chicago, shaped by Latin America, has been chosen at a time when global attention's really centered on that shift in the United States. So that may have been a strategic consideration with the cardinals during the conclave. He's not a revolutionary pope, but it looks like he's going to be building bridges and preserving the traditions of the church. He'll consolidate the gains that Pope Francis made, maintain tradition, and quietly offer hope to millions of Catholics worldwide. If you enjoyed this chart exploration, subscribe now and give the video a thumbs up. It really helps others find this kind of content. And I'd love to hear what you think. Do you see signs of reform, tradition, or both in this chart? Leave a comment and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.